IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. Today's fun fact of the day has to do with sleep. Did you know on an average a person needs about 7 minutes to fall asleep? Anything less than 5 minutes actually is a sign of sleep deprivation. Anything more than 10 minutes and your sleep could be in jeopardy. How long does it take for you to fall asleep? Do you put your head down on the pillow and wait for sleep to stroll towards you? Then lose patience and roll over to the other side? After a minute, try fluffing up the pillow and lie down frustrated? By now, all the sleep has disappeared. You stare at the ceiling and count the number of cracks on it. Soon the cracks start to form faces and shapes. You wonder if there's a water leakage problem. You're wide awake and forcing sleep, but you have no idea how. Can you relate to this? Isn't falling asleep supposed to be easy? So why is this so hard? Falling asleep is hard because no one has taught us how to deal with the sleepy, restless mind. This sleepy, restless mind will eventually turn to negative thoughts that haunt us, things that make us feel bad. And this is because the mind has been let loose. The cracks on the ceiling will make you wonder how much it would cost to paint the house. But you don't have that kind of money. You feel like a loser. And all this from not being able to sleep. The tossing and turning is endless. Left side, right side, stomach, back. Turn the pillow over to the cooler side. Blanket on, blanket off. Does this happen to you? The restless mind has now made a restless body. And best of luck if you're sharing your bed with someone. But the worst effect of a restless mind is the lack of sleep, both in quantity and quality. Imagine you followed the Habit Coach sleep alarm and are in bed on time for your 7.5 hours of sleep. 45 minutes later, you're still waiting for it. An hour later, a mini panic attack is starting. All this from a sleepy, restless mind. The best way for you to deal with this is for you to create a sleep dream or a sleep primer. A sleep primer is a thought you plant in your mind just as you lay down on your pillow. The primer is the beginnings of a dream. It prevents the mind from getting restless. And this is not a dream of Ferraris and yachts in the Caribbean, but a very specific dream you follow every single night. A dream designed to shut your mind and plant the seeds of sleep. My favorite sleep primer is to think of myself as a big, fuzzy bear getting ready to hibernate for the winter. I picture stretching, laying down on the floor, cuddled into a ball. If you're a mama, think of yourself as a mama bear with little cubs getting ready for winter. When I was trekking up Kilimanjaro, sleeping in a freezing cold sleeping bag, my dream was that of a worm creating a cocoon, ready to sleep and wake up transformed. So your habit to deal with a restless mind is to get into bed, stretch, release a big sigh of relief, cuddle up, and with a smile on your face, start a sleep primer dream. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram.
Did you know that Parsis in Mumbai, instead of being left at the Tower of Silence after they die, are now cremated? And why? Because a cow fell sick in the early 1990s. Did you know that the smog in Delhi is caused by something that farmers in Punjab do and that there's no way to stop them? Did you know that there wasn't one gas tragedy in Bhopal, but 3? One of them was seen, but 2 were unseen. Did you know that many well-intentioned government policies hurt the people they're supposed to help? Why was demonetization a bad idea? How should GST have been implemented? Why are all our politicians so corrupt when not all of them are bad people? I'm Amit Verma, and in my weekly podcast, The Seen and the Unseen, I take a shot at answering all these questions and many more. I aim to go beyond the scene and show you the unseen effects of public policy and private action. I speak to experts on economics, political philosophy, cognitive neuroscience, and constitutional law so that the insights can blow not only my mind, but also yours. The Seen and the Unseen releases every Monday. So do check out the archives and follow the show at seenunseen.in. You can also subscribe to the Seen and the Unseen on whatever podcast app you happen to prefer.
Look! Up in the internet! It's a meme! No! It's a cat video! No! It's the Geek Fruit Podcast!
That's right, we interrupt this riveting broadcast to tell you about our show, the Geek Fruit Podcast, where Tejas, Dinkar and I, Jishnu, talk about everything in pop culture, including DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Netflix, and everything in between.
You know how your friends hate it when you ramble about some nerdy crap and you just want somebody to listen to you? Well, sorry, there's nothing we can do about that, but come listen to us ramble and it'll almost be like the real thing. Kind of.
Listen to new episodes of the Geek Fruit Podcast every Monday and the Geek Fruit Bulletin every Thursday on iTunes, Google Podcasts, the IVM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Happy listening, you nerds.